Hey Capricorn, welcome back to Divinity Gems. Gonna get your weekly out for July 3rd, that full moon. We survived it. It's all about changing, growing, getting better. My Capricorn. Gonna pull your 9-card spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot. And I will pull you on the Black Moon Astrology card. That's our overall energy for the reading, and just the astrological education is very beneficial for me. So get it in, Capricorns. Let's get it in. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords in reverse. Let's see what's going on and how that comes into play. Okay. Temperance is out first, and she is in reverse. So this is about not feeling the balance that we should. I did notice on her card that she's got 2 cups in her hand. One is water and one is fire. So the fire she has down here in her hand, and she's pouring that. I'm trying to get a clear focus. She's pouring that cup of water into the cup of fire, trying to put the fire out. So it's just about trying to find balance, and through it all, there are the butterflies of transformation and change coming about. So with balance always brings change. And sometimes we can't bring about change until we find balance. That's how it goes. So with the temperance being in reverse, we are imbalanced at this moment, Capricorn. The Hangman is out in reverse. So he's already a dude that hangs upside down to see a situation from a different point of view. And so with him being in reverse, he is just still seeing it the same way he's always seen it. Need to change our perception on something because we're not seeing it clearly. Capricorn, we're not seeing it clearly, and it clearly has us imbalanced. 3 of Pentacles being out yet. So this is about a foundation. This is about a home situation or job situation, a structural foundation in your life. So this is either your past, could be your current situation of residence, or a current job foundation base that you have to bring your money about. Either way, the foundation looks as if it is separating from you. So you are quite possibly leaving a home situation, deciding to not invest with somebody or remain at a job, and just feeling the need to build your wealth and your pentacles up elsewhere. But either way, it is something that is imbalancing us, that is changing foundationally. So be that the home environment, the job environment, whatever is bringing you to this imbalanced state, there's going to be a change in that situation. Some kind of way a third party is involved, quite possibly when I see the 3 of Pentacles. But whatever the case, the foundation is being removed from us. We are separating ourselves from that foundation. Our back is turned to it, literally. So we are separating ourselves from that foundation, but it is the need to see something differently that we are just not seeing right now. We're not seeing it. 6 of Swords is out next. This lady, when I see her, she's got that voice inside her head, or I don't know what you call it, that spirit feeling, that intuitive feeling, where she just knows she has to do something different. And it goes along with that Hangman and the imbalance. It's time to do things different than you have always done them. And at this point, she's mentally clear on that. Maybe she fought and struggled with it in the past. So maybe you went back and forth on what needs to be done in this situation, Capricorn, to this foundational situation that is being split from you. And the need to look at that from a different point of view starts to hit you here. I feel like that's when you get this feeling. So this week, this feeling of clarity may be coming to you mentally. It's just time to follow. It's time to surrender. Stop trying to do things my way and just follow what the spirit is trying to tell me to do. Because that's what she almost went into a trance on this card. Like she's looking at those birds and she just knows instantly that she has to pick up her swords and follow, which your swords always represent your mental and your verbal communication. But she has got swords down. So this is representing her mentality at this point to me, where she is just sure. She may not even know why, but she is just sure that she has to follow those birds at that moment, which is her intuition, her spirit guiding her to do something different than she's been doing it in the past. The star is in reverse as well. So what makes you normally glow? What makes you normally you and being a happy, healthy person is in reverse. That healing that you most likely give to people, that star quality, that help that you always give to people by spreading your light. By spreading your light. Like she's balanced as well. She's got one foot on the ground, one toe in the water. She's pouring one cup there, one cup there, and she is just completely filled with light and glow where she heals, she helps, she inspires, she gives, but it's in reverse. So you're not even having your normal star quality shine because of this situation right here, causing you to feel all kinds of upside down and imbalanced. You're going to get the voice of and the mental clarity inside of yourself of what you need to do to get out of that energy, Capricorn, to get out of it. Six of Cups is in reverse. This is very interesting because usually when the Six of Swords is upright, I get the Six of Cups upright. But this is the difference between the two. This is a child. This is a child doing the same thing, just getting that feeling of this lady and this light. I know this lady has some light. She is touching the girl's cup, putting light into her cup, which makes the girl want to follow this lady. She doesn't know where she's going, but she trusts her and she just knows she wants to follow it. That's in reverse for you. So I'm feeling like the grown-up you knows logically that this is what needs to be done. But the inner child has something from their past, something emotionally that maybe you haven't even thought of. I said it's time to just look at this all from every angle with the hangman. The inner child in you is still suffering because the mental on here, as a grown woman, you know that makes sense, that it's logical, and you need to follow the spirit on this one. But the inner child in you is still scarred from something that you have not dealt with emotionally from your childhood. And I'm knowing it's from your childhood when this card is out, which is normally where all of our emotional baggage is. It's somewhere in our past that we never dealt with, that we tucked away, that we weren't too embarrassed to deal with. We may have just subconsciously buried it away so deep that we forgot about it. And it is directly impacting this situation. Directly. This is why you can't figure this one out. This is where it is. It is definitely in your childhood. It's about going back and figuring out why, as a child, you couldn't follow this lady with the light. You ready and you know mentally, you know logically why you need to at this point in your life. But what's blocking you and why you haven't done it is somewhere in your childhood. It's somewhere in your childhood. And it's definitely affecting these situations as they come up in your life, your relationships as they come up. Until you deal with that, you're not going to feel balanced. You're going to continue to feel imbalanced until you deal with that. And that structural foundation that you are afraid of splitting from is going to remain a definite issue in your life until you go back in time and find out whatever that is causing the conflict there inside of you. King of Pentacles is in reverse. This is the top and the best of you as an earth sign. This is you being powerful in your element. And there are no pentacles. I said that on the Taurus reading. There are no pentacles on the King of Earth. There's no earthly money here. It's all about his spirituality. There's crystal energy. There's all kinds of crystals and power up underneath him. And he is strong and he's ready off of just that power. Just that power. So your intuition, your spirituality, your know-how is all there as the King of Pentacles. And it is in reverse. Along with your balance. Along with your following the lady with the light, that joy that you get from following the spirit, because it's leading into your happiest outcome, which is what you want. You want this situation to be like that. And it's not. At least right now, because it's imbalanced. And one person, which is probably you, Capricorn, is carrying too much of the load in this situation. The foundation of it is not an equal exchange of give and take. It is imbalanced, which is why the Temperance card is in reverse, which is why you need to look at this in a different way. Go back to whatever that is in your childhood that made you feel like it had to be this way. Why do you feel like you have to carry more of the load, or you should be carrying more of the load in a relationship? Why do you feel that way? It has to go back to something you've seen. Maybe you watched your mother carry more than her load her whole life. Maybe you watched your father carry more than his whole load his whole life. Something like that. It's about going and being willing to, as the hangman, see things in a different light always. Whether you got to hang upside down, look at it from the other person's point of view, see it differently. This is about your perception on this matter, and you've been just trying to maintain through this and fix it because it's obviously somebody you love a whole lot and want a relationship to work a whole lot. But the reason that it is not is because it's never in your own best interest to be imbalanced. If it's not balancing you, if it's not making you the King of Pentacles, which you're supposed to be, on top of your game as an earth sign, if it's making you the reverse, the opposite of that, then it's not what you thought it was. It's not what you thought it was. And you are carrying way more than your load. I mean, way more than your load in this relationship. And what does that person get to do to bring you to the King of Pentacles energy that you need? You're so worried about making them and being the star that you are. It has even reversed your star. Like, you're so busy wanting to give to them and help them and inspire them that is killing your light. Like, your light is dying this way. Your light is dying as a star. You are tired because you're carrying way more than your load. There's no equal give and take in this relationship that you desire so much. I see that you love this person, but they're not loving for you. They're not loving for you. They're very imbalanced for you. They put too much weight on your shoulders, which is why you cannot be the King of Pentacles at this time. This is why the Two of Swords was at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Because in upright, she's blindfolded and she can't see. But the swords of truth and righteousness are upright. So she still is peaceful during this blindfolding period because she knows it's going to be all right. The outcome is going to turn out all right. There's no danger, she feels, and upright. But you are the Two of Swords in reverse. So you're looking at this blindly, number one. You can't see it the right way. And there's no inner peace in this situation because you are carrying way too much more than you're supposed to. It is an imbalanced situation, dear Capricorn. It is an imbalanced situation. I know you love them, but they don't balance you. They don't balance you. So this is where you get to Page of Wands energy, where you just kind of put up your power is all wrapped up around you. It's all wrapped up around you, but she's still praying for strength when there's strength all around you already. You are strong already, Capricorn. There's a crystal ball there, but it hasn't caught any vision, any light right here. So she's not seeing the message yet. She's just kind of putting up a prayer to say, I just want this healed. I want this helped. I want this situation embittered, but they're going to do what's in your own best interest when you send up a prayer. That's what I feel is going on here. It's the Page of Pentacles as well. This is music. She's going to sing it away. She's going to sing her desires, to the heavens. She's just going to strum it out there. And there's crystal energy up under it. There's one big pinnacle right there. She's trying to bring the situation and manifest this situation to the way that she really desires. Like, she really wants this outcome with this person. But from their point of view, which is the heavens that you are praying for, from spirit point of view, it's looking down on you like, no, that's imbalanced. That's not in your own best interest. And we're removing that. If what you're praying for is this situation to get better, then removing you from this situation is the best way to make the situation better. That's what your answer back was from the heavens. Two of Wands. This is willpower. This is inner strength. This is your power that you are sitting on. That same power that was wrapped around her as the Page of Wands. The Two of Wands gives you that inner strength, that willpower to proceed through and be a powerful person through this process of, it's not the outcome that you wanted. It's not the outcome that you wanted. So we have to go back in and see why it's so hard for us to move past that. And to do that, that takes willpower. That takes willpower. That takes strength in a different kind of way. Inner strength. to just move away from something, though it's something that we love and desire a whole lot, but to move away from it because moving away from it is in our own best interest. That's what it's about for you, Capricorn. Yep, 2 of Cups. This is the lovers here, the soulmates in the water. Just, I'm going to pour my water in your cup. You pour your water in my cup. It's very sensual. But it is an even exchange going on in here. Even exchange. It's the way that she's holding her cup up to him, but he has her hand up under it, supporting her while he's pouring his into hers. There's an even exchange going on in this type of love. And from what I'm seeing in your reading, you are the load carrier. This is not this. This is not this. You are here carrying that other person's load. There's no equal give and take. There's no equal exchange of the cups in a healthy, balanced, pure, harmonic way. This situation that you are in is this way. You carrying more than your share and that person not doing anything. And you steady praying to make this work and that person not doing anything. That's why the person in there looks very guilty. Very guilty. And she's sad and he's looking guilty. It's not this. It's not this. This is what you want it to be. But it's not this. It's imbalanced. It's imbalanced. The Temperance is in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. This is what you have instead. So I need you to see that clearly from all angles, that what you wanted it to be is not what's in your own best interest. Yes, your God, the universe, spirit wants you to have happy love. That's why it's not going to allow it to be this person that you are praying and desiring so intensely for it to be, because that person does not balance you. Does not. This person will not bring you inner peace, because it's for the inner peace, there's an equal exchange, a give and take. So you just have to have a little strength on you, Capricorn, right now. I'm seeing, because it's going to be hard to walk away from that person that you love and just admit to yourself that they will never give you back what you are giving to them. They will never exchange evenly what it is you are desiring from them. The equal exchange, the give and take, they are not the person that is going to do that for you. So if you want to remain imbalanced, bringing other things into your life is just very difficult when we're imbalanced. We can't bring in positive energy when we're in a negative energy state. It's just simply what it's about. There's no moral to it. There's no, oh, you just don't want me to be with that person. It's about balance. If it's not balanced, it's not going to bring you positive results. This is just the law of science at this point, negative and positive. If I have negative, I can't bring in positive. It's only going to attract more negative. If I am pushing through with positivity, then negative will not be attracted to me anymore. So now I'm going to bring in positive, which is a happier love and an even exchange of give and take from someone else. And it just is seeming quite apparent to me that it is not coming from that person. I'm going to keep these clarifiers since they are out. I'm thinking they're out. Let's see which way they're out. And this way. Okay. So the 4 of Swords. This is just chilling. She's fought a good fight and now she's exhausted. She's just going to lay down in the snow with her swords and just chill and think about it. She's got 1 sword in her hand, ready for action if she needs to. But right now, the best course of action for you, Capricorn, is to chill out. Chill out so that you can allow yourself to see differently. 4 of Pentacles is out. I like this 4 of Pentacles card because she is just the greediest looking lady on here. She is holding on to her pentacles. I want you to see that really tightly. She is wrapped around the tree. There are 4 pentacles on there. She got her legs wrapped around her hands like these are my coins and ain't nobody else going to touch them. It's mine. It's mine. So what you desire a whole lot. You're protective of it. You're You're not going to let nobody come in and move in on them coins right there. You are serious about them coins. So this could quite possibly be represented by who you are loving at this point. This is my person. This is my man, my woman. I want them. And I don't want nobody else to have them, whether they're balanced or not. Because all the pentacles, she has her hands and legs wrapped around, but the jewels down here, the crystals, the jewels, and the pot of gold is down there under the tree. And she ain't trying to protect those things and hold on to those things. See, what's good for her is really down here. And what she's holding on to really tightly is what she thought was good for her, because she was emotionally attached to it. That's how I'm seeing that for you. This is wishes. Wishes here. This is the wish upon a star. So you wish for this person and their love to be returned to you the right way. This is your desired wish fulfillment, is the love of your life, this person, you and them to get it together. That's what you wished for. But they're telling you why this can't come about. Though you prayed for it and you put it out there and you earnestly desire it and you earnestly deserve it. This person is not deserving. This person is fire to your water. They are not the right balance. So they would not return to you. When I say they, spirit, the universe, your God, will not return to you if this is your wish. If this is what you put out there, you wish upon a star, this is what I wish for, and you put it out there, it's not going to return you something that's not in your own best interest, no matter how much you ask for it. It's going to return you best results for you to grow as a person. So if you ask for a lover and that particular lover is not going to be good for you, why would God give you that? It's going to make you see why you should be asking for something better, why you should be asking for something more. The Hierophant is in reverse. So these are your feelings and your upbringing and your religious background and your belief system, what you believe to be true in the world regarding love. Quite possibly, when I say that inner child that you need to go back to is about dealing with issues like this. Where did you get these preconceived ideas that you had to carry more than your load for somebody to be happy in love, or for it to feel like you're doing your job when it comes to love? Doing your job when it comes to love is giving somebody back what you would give. So if you're carrying all this load, where's that card? If you're carrying this heavy load and that person is not willing to carry your load, if there's no equal, okay, baby, you carry this for this long, let me take some of those and let me carry it for you, because I want to make you feel as good as you make me feel. If you're not getting that, you got to ask yourself why. If you're feeling like that's the right way, that's a balanced relationship and that's what you still want, there's no way you should desire that at that moment when you see that that person does not want to carry your load. They just want to put their load on you. And you're supposed to be okay with that because you just love that person. That's a belief system somewhere along the line that you got taught that needs to be changed. It needs to be changed, because you should never feel like you have to be this all-encompassing person in order to keep somebody happy. You should never feel that way. If I can't just naturally be myself and I'm a giver and I'm giving and I'm giving and I'm loving in a high level, and this person feels like do more, but they're not willing to do more in order to make me feel loved, then no, that's not balance, that's not love. And that's why the universe is saying no, we will not give you that. I don't care how much you wish for it, because that's not love. That's not love. That's actually greedy and selfish for somebody to feel like you should take on more in a relationship than you give, than they give. You give me more. I'm not going to give you more. I'm just going to continue to let you carry my load in this. That's not fair to you, Capricorn. And that's why, if that was your wish, that's why it can't be. It can't be. Get another clarifier, but it is changing your perception on that. Look at it differently. See the bigger picture. Be more loving to yourself than you're willing to be to another person who is not doing anything but adding burdens to you. The World. Not sure if that was in reverse or not, but sitting on top of the World. And then perfecting your craft with the Eight of Pentacles. It is perfecting her craft. She's a weaver or whatever, but this is about wanting to be the best at what you do. So if you feel like you give this top-notch love, if you feel like you are there for everybody who you love, you give your 100% heart wholeheartedly to, then why would you want somebody that doesn't do that back for you? I don't understand that one. Why do you desire that more than anything? This is the King of Swords in reverse. He's the mental, logical king. He leads with intelligence, mental intelligence, and it's in reverse as well. So you're using your heart right now, but not thinking clearly. And you need to make a head over heart decision right now, because it's about what's in your own best interest, not about what you can't emotionally detach from. The Fool card is out, but she's not a fool in a bad way. This is a fool that is understanding I need to make a change. It's unknown water right here. There's nothing there. There's no foundation, but she is gladly and happily stepping out there. She is dressed up to step out there. She is ready for the change with those butterflies all around her. She's desiring the freedom and the beauty that they have. It's time to change. It's time for the caterpillar to turn into a butterfly as well. So she is taking her butterfly leap out there and ready for the next adventure on life. And if we're going to just hold on to this like this is what I feel like is a good picture of what you're doing right now, holding on to it, because this is who I love and this is who I want, and I want this person, but this person is no good for you. I'm just going to say it real, Capricorn. They're no good for you. There's no even exchange here. Not at all. Not at all. You've been doing too much and they've been getting away with doing a little, just a little. And that's not fair to you. You deserve somebody that's going to give you as much as you've been giving out. And though it may hurt, you're going to have to slowly detach and come to the perception of seeing this person as not the one anymore. They're not the one. If they're not balancing you and they're not giving you love as you've been giving them, and you've been the weight carrier of this whole relationship, then that's not love. And what you deserve is true love. Somebody that gives to you what you give to that other person. Let's get your Black Moon astrology card to wrap up the overall energy. One more shuffle for you, Capricorn. I'm going to pull it off the top. Friends, 11th house friends. I have this on somebody else's reading. I should know this card, be getting to know this card pretty well, but it is about your view and your perception of what a true friend is. Is a friend somebody that is just giving their all and all and all, no matter what the other parties are doing? You're just saying, I'm a good friend, so I'm going to continue, even though these other parties are not being respectful of me, not giving an even exchange of friendship. I'm a better friend to them than they are to me. So it's not always romantic. It's just about in our relationships and our dealings with other people as well. Your idea of who's a good friend to you. Who do you allow into your circle, and who do you put out of your circle based on how they treat you? And so you have to have some type of boundary line on how you allow others to treat you, what you will tolerate and what you will not tolerate, who you're going to call your true friend and who you're going to view as not so much my friend right now by what you're given in this relationship, what type of energy. 35 friends. Okay, so don't walk behind me. I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. All you want is the even exchange there. In brief, this is friendships, friends of all kinds, allies and alliances, social contacts, organizations and clubs, gatherings, dreams, hopes and aspirations, destiny, compassionate acceptance, the place where we discover we are not alone, being different, individual, one of a kind, foreigners, other cultures, and people with a different ethnicity or background, tribal connections, suffering from rejections or banishments from the tribe, traveling to foreign lands, entering a new field, misfits, artists, stepchildren, children who are also our friends, technology, connecting through electronics, going with the flow, trusting in the flow, as well as in our own wild and unique self. So I heard you all of them through there, Capricorn. We're talking about friendships and friendships of all kinds now, including relationships, allies and alliances. We're talking about dreams that wish, hopes, aspirations. So I saw all that clearly in what you wanted for this relationship or friendship. You wanted it to last. You wanted it to be this person. You wanted them to have a healthy, happy relationship with you. Talking about, where did I see that at? The place where we discover we're not alone. So you quite possibly holding on to this person, even though you know it's not an even balanced exchange that you call your friend or your lover. Holding on to that person just because we don't want to feel alone sometimes. So going back and dealing with those type of things. It's being different. Maybe that was something that we didn't deal with as a child, that alone feeling, not wanting to be alone, so we keep people around us, that sort of thing. I say when you need to go back to the inner child and deal with the inner child issue, because that's what's making you not see this clearly. Those type of things will come up during Mercury retrograde as we are in into the 18th of August. So you're going to find situations kind of make you think about the type of friend you are normally, the type of friendships you accept, the type of relationship boundaries that you set for yourself in friendships, in romantic relationships, in family dealings. Those type of boundaries are needed here, Capricorn, for you to see this in the right way. So I feel like that's going to play out for you this way this week. And over the next course of this month, going into August, definitely with the retrograde happening, just making you reflect on the type of relationships and the type of love you give to others and how you receive love back and what you expect of those. And if you are selling yourself short, it's definitely going to teach you strength in those areas, and how to be more accepting, or putting a boundary, like I said, where you will not allow people to give you more than you are giving or to take more from you than they are giving you back. It must be balanced. It must be even so that you can feel balanced, whole, and healthy so that you can bring positive results into your life. Okay, Capricorn, I hope that was resonating for you. You can always book a personal reading with me as well. The info will be below in the description box. But until then, just remain strong and don't be afraid to see things from a different angle. I think that's really what it's all about for you this week, just sitting back and chilling and reflecting and seeing things from different angles. All right, Capricorn, until next time.